Right. This is Christine, by the way.
Hi, Christine.
Very lovely girl. She's also our model on the Adidas campaign. You'll notice. Very big help. What we're doing here is we have prepped the hair with some beauty products. We have prepped the volume with a total volume form, just to get the root. And then we also have the, of course, the heat protective spray. And we also have the what's that name? What's that name? I use a bit of the straight and smooth. Yeah, I'm right. The straight and smooth straight. Why I'm doing this on the curly hair? Because the product doesn't make the hair straight. The product is going to keep the style and maintain the tension in your hair. So I'm using that to create the curls. So what I'll do here is, first of all, I'm going to use a paddle brush before blending all the products, wet drying the hair, which I'll really do that. I'll show you the tricks after. Because after these are hands-on, you guys are going to have to do it. So I'll wet dry the hair. What I said earlier, how you control this hair, you're going to have to control the hairline and the root lift. Because if you control the hairline, you can get the style and the pain. A lot of people you see, they blame the weather in Asia, the heat it, the curl won't last, the hair won't last, the volume drops, everything. Because you didn't think about the root lift, you didn't think about the hairline, you didn't think clearly about how we're using the products and the equipment. So we're using the GHD tongs to curl the hair, and we have done this, but of course we need time to cool down the curls before we can dress it. So the first one we're going to do is dressing. So when we're using tongs in the hair, there's a different ways of doing it. Marcel wave, classic curling hair, you know all those techniques. That seems very good. Right, on here I want to add more texture in the hair, so I'm going to use to make the hair very pretty. Yeah.
Not since college.
Right. We thought about that up. We're going to do that on the curve. Because we want to create that sort of triangle shape when we're dressing it. Did Robert tell you guys that you have to count 5 to 8? You can.
Oh no, 5 GHDs. 5 GHDs. Yeah.
5 seconds.
Right. Okay.
Did you set the underneath the same way or not? The underneath is
Underneath, no.
it's just
Underneath, I just do the normal. Okay. I do it actually in 2 ways. On the underneath, we do the muscle weight. We actually roll it underneath.
okay.
Yeah. And on the side, we actually do the normal curling.
Classic.
I mean, it's a good thing that we're blending different techniques together because it helps us to get the support of the hair. Because if the whole head is doing one way of twisting the hair, sometimes it's actually not holding as much. We want to create different texture, a multi-texture on this look. Are we counting?
1 market chat, 2 market chat.
You're using the GHD curves.
I haven't used them like that though.
Hey.
I haven't used them like that though.
Okay. You we'll try out.
On the dolly head, it's more safe.
Yeah. You're just going to burn it over there. It's the same idea. I don't know if you've seen, we did a little show in Paris, and we use the chopstick tongs. And then we do this sort of figure of eight tone. And then when it comes out, you get the hands kind of.
So you wrap around the chopstick, 2 chopsticks or just 1?
2 chopsticks.
Just chopsticks.
Yeah. You're on this trip, right? You're on the pins.
I just wanted to say, so it's the same thing as when you do it with a pen, but just with the chopsticks it will be bigger.
The chopstick will be easier.
Yeah.
Because the chopstick tongs was actually designed for doing all this. Yeah. I mean, it's thinner as well, but it comes in different levels. It's thinner. When we dress out, it always goes a lot more frizzier than before.
Yeah.
Because you're creating more weight.
Exactly. Yeah. Because on this, I mean, the barrier actually you get tighter, you get it more thicker on the root lift layer, and you get the frizz outside. So it's different.
Yeah.
The chopstick, you get it frizz on the entire
root
layer.
strength.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna start pressing this. So I tell you, like I said, I mean, the consequence. And sometimes you might want to use a tail comb to just slightly back comb the roots before you're toning it, to put heat on the roots, because it helps you to dress it with volume. And when you're dressing it, I mean, you still get the support of the roots. Because you need to think about the hair is very long, her hair is very long, and it actually weighs down the hair. So if you don't have the support on the roots, it's actually drop.
You will comb it before toning it.
Yeah.
You would tease it first.
I will tease,
and then-
yeah. On a tutorial, I will do that.
Really?
You can think about it on client as well. Well, so what I'm doing here now is a fairly simple technique. We just use a Mason Pearson or the GHD Bristol brush. And the bristle brush is actually good for dressing on this. But don't brush it too much if you want to keep the curls in. Yeah. Instead of brushing out, we're actually brushing in. And you will see, after all this, you will see the hair is actually holding it in shape after I brush it, because the preparation is very important. Because I've done the wet dry in the hair, that I have already controlled the hairline and the hair movements.
Okay, so you're doing it underneath, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of underneath.
Yeah. Because after that, you're going to look into the on the surface. You still see some of the
Yeah, you want
the
it
movements.
smooth,
Exactly.
don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not actually breaking up all the curls. I'm actually pushing the curls
Yeah.
into a texture way. Yeah.
So why did you set them 2 different ways?
Because I want to get the support underneath. I want to see the movements on the top.
So you created the
Yeah.
curl to be smaller or tighter underneath?
Tighter.
Tighter
Yeah.
underneath.
So you get sort of the lift up on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't see it underneath.
Yeah.
So what people will see
You want
is
that
from
support,
here.
don't you,
Exactly.
the foundation.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very gentle, you just need to push it slightly with the brush. Sometimes you can move it around to create the movement around. Depends on how you want to move it. I mean, a lot of people ask me how you maintain the style. I mean, I say, when you prep the hair, use the right product, use the right equipment, the right temperature, of course, that maintain your style. And then once you prep the hair the right way, I mean, the hair, the creation will last. Come to this part on the top. I don't need too much wood on the top. I mean, but you can see that the hair is actually swinging pretty bad. And that actually covers a lot of the existing texture that I create on the hair. I mean, this is the idea of how we creating the latest trends of the Afro-mania. I created the smart fashion brand as well. Because I think the upcoming trend should be more kind of these. It's interesting. And the other things that we can do to create a sort of slightly bending derivative to create a little shape. Sometimes after you blow dry the hair or you tone the hair, it might not be the right shape still. You can use the pattern of the strip because it gives you a really good grip and easy to use and easy to blend because of the edges, the round edges. So what we do is we just slightly push it a little bit so that you get a little higher. It's sort of like the idea of this multi-texture. You get it kind of smooth and sleek, and then get all this messy afterwards. And on the, if any of you doing a magazine shoot, you should get the GHD air. So another tricks that we're doing is use a bit of the shine spray and then use the hair dryer. You can use that in the salon as well. And then you just blast the spray. I mean, when you're doing a photo shoot, it's always good that you have all this hair flying around the face. It helps the model, and it makes your hair look more sexy and beautiful as well. It's very simple. And you don't need to overload a lot of products. I mean, what I use is 3 products to create this look. The heat protector styling, and the volume form, and the straight and sleek spray, and a little bit of shine after this. I mean, this trick can also use in the salon as well, because when you're doing after a sleek haircut, you want just a little bit layers to show. with some shine spray, hair dryer, blast it around, let your haircut, the movement comes out, right? So this is a very simple technique. I know I'm sure you guys all know it. You probably not notice how to